Hello friends, we are back with new topics of science and technology which are relevant for coming prelims exam. तो अब हम लोग कुछ और टॉपिक्स पे चर्चा करेंगे जो आने वाले एग्जाम के लिए इम्पॉर्टेंट है. इसमें तीन बहुत महत्वपूर्ण टॉपिक्स हैं जो मैं अभी डिस्कस करूंगा. उसके रिलेटेड जो भी इम्पॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है वो मैं कवर करूंगा. पहला इसमें आता है कि जो आप सभी को पता है, कई बार न्यूज़ में इसके बारे में दिया होता है, ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी. Blockchain technology has become popular with the emergence of cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin, Namecoin, Ethereum, है ना. ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी का नाम जो उभर कर आया है, जैसे ही क्रिप्टो करेंसी और उसके मार्केट का बढ़ना हुआ, ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी लोगों के बीच में पॉपुलर हुआ है. तो हम लोग ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में चर्चा करेंगे. अनदर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज हियर which you all know, and again it could be asked in the exam: big data analytics. Big data is making headlines, but so far if you look at the question point of view, not much has been asked. So big data could be another very important topic for both prelims as well as main exam where UPSC can ask question. So we are going to see big data analytics. Then comes which is again very relevant for the exam, 5G. 5G, cellular communication technology, cellular wireless communication technology, which is making headline. So there UPSC can ask question there. And not only UPSC exam, all kinds of examination where you appear, all these topics are linked with current affairs and they're relevant for examination. One could get question on this part. So, this wireless communication technology, we'll see its different aspects in today's class, and we'll go into different dimensions there. Right? Let's first begin with blockchain technology. Right? You all know cryptocurrency like Bitcoin work on chain of blocks where the data is stored, right, secured way, encrypted way in the chain of block, what we call blockchain. Cryptocurrency or digital currency has become popular these days. Now blockchain technology, when we talk about this particular area, we must know following aspect of this technology. First thing which you require to understand here is that it use advanced algorithm, right? It is basically, it used advanced algorithm and software to encode data. Whatever data could be there, whether we are talking about digital currency or virtual currency or cryptocurrency, or we can take any kind of file or a video or any kind of a document, all such kind of documents or file or video or song or whatever you take, which we need to store in a database in an encrypted manner, there this algorithm can work. Inherent algorithm is that encode data in an encrypted block. Each data represents a block and it goes to the database where it gets stored with linking with the previous block. Encoded data block is joined to previous blocks of data, cryptographically. Again, it use encryption cryptographically, encoded. That means cannot be hacked. Cryptographically it is stored. It plays into that part of. So that means if let's say this is one block, this is another block, each block represents a data. Each block represents a data, and one block is encoded with other and goes in a series. It is such a way that if any person try to make change in any of the data or block, the entire series of this blockchain will become invalid. अगर किसी ने इसको टैंपर करने की कोशिश की या बदलाव करने की का प्रयास किया, कोई भी एक ब्लॉक जहां डेटा है उसके साथ कोई भी छेड़छाड़ होगा तो पूरा का पूरा श्रृंखला बदल जाएगा. That's what the power of the software is all about. Now what is next thing is that this series of blocks as blockchain is not stored in one centralized database. It is in a decentralized manner. Since it is encoded and cryptographically stored, nobody can hack. It's hack proof. Right? So anybody can verify it, but it's immutable. So what I would like to bring here, that next thing what comes here is that these data blocks as blockchain, chain of the block encoded together, is stored in a peer-to-peer network. Peer-to-peer network. That means it is decentralized form there. That means one person does not control all this database. It's controlled by a group of people there. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर जो है एक व्यक्ति इसको पूरी तरह से नियंत्रित नहीं करता. पूरे ये जो है यहाँ पर जो है सीरीज ऑफ पर्सन्स हैं जो कि उस नेटवर्क से जुड़ा हुआ है. पीयर टू पीयर नेटवर्क कहा जाता है. और ये जो है हर एक किसी के डेटाबेस में स्टोर होता है. हर किसी के साथ ये जुड़ा होता है इन ए सीरीज ऑफ नेटवर्क. तो यानी कि कंट्रोल किसी एक व्यक्ति के हाथ में नहीं है. जब तक पूरे उस पीयर टू पीयर नेटवर्क में, उस समूह में सभी लोग कंसेंसस नहीं होगा तो कोई भी उसका बदलाव या कुछ एडिशन नहीं किया जा सकता है. सो इट रिक्वायर्स peer to peer consensus to create a data block. एक तो डेटा ब्लॉक क्रिएट करने के लिए डेटा ब्लॉक और एनी चेंज इन ब्लॉक. कहने का मतलब ये है कि कोई भी इसको वेरीफाई कर सकता है, कोई भी इसको देख सकता है, मतलब पब्लिकली इट इज एक्सेसिबल. लेकिन उसको चेंज करने के लिए पूरा का पूरा नेटवर्क ऑफ पीपल का परमिशन चाहिए. इज कंट्रोल फ्रॉम peer to peer network. So what you find here, this is what the system work. So it is a open to public, decentralized, peer-to-peer network, encrypted blocks of data. These are the inherent features of blockchain technology. क्रिप्टो करेंसी में क्या होता है, जैसे कि बिटकॉइन के केस में करेंसी माइनिंग की जाती है. तो जिनको बिटकॉइन चाहिए है ना कॉइनिंग के लिए, जो तो उसमें इनिशियली पजल सॉल्व करना होता है. पजल उसके लिए माइनर होते हैं जो पजल सॉल्व उसके अकॉर्डिंग जो है वो ब्लॉक जनरेट होता है, जो कि प्रीवियस एक बार वो कॉइन बन गया, बिटकॉइन आया क्रिप्टो करेंसी, देन इट गेट्स एडेड टू द डेटाबेस एज अ ब्लॉक टू द प्रीवियस ब्लॉक्स देयर. यहां मैंने ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी को समझाया है. अब मैंने क्या बताया, इट कैन बी यूज्ड इन एनी काइंड ऑफ अ पर्पस वेयर वी वांट टू सिक्योर आवर डेटा. वी कैन यूज इट इन एनी मैनर. Bitcoin or cryptocurrency or name coin, PP coin or virtual currency is not the only one application. Even Sophia, humanoid robot, human-like robot, Sophia, which has got the citizenship of Saudi Arabia, even its system work with blockchain technology, so that it prevents from any cyber security issues. राइट। तो ये एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, साइबर सिक्योरिटी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है, राइट। तो यहाँ पर ये चीज़ को ध्यान में रखना है कि ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी होता क्या है, सीरीज ऑफ ब्लॉक्स वगैरह जो मैंने बताया, और ये जो पार्ट है, तो इसके बहुत सारे एप्लीकेशन हो सकते हैं। सो इफ यू टेक हियर, अगर एप्लीकेशन की बात करें, इफ यू टेक द यूपीएससी क्वेश्चन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, तो क्वेश्चन कैन बी आस्क्ड ऑन द एप्लीकेशंस। डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन आ सकता है एग्जाम में एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड में जो है। तो लेट्स सी हियर, वन इज दैट हियर क्रिप्टो करेंसी विच यू ऑल नो, ये बात सभी को पता है कि वहाँ पर दूसरा जो है यहाँ पर है, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल वी कैन हैव ऑनलाइन वोटिंग। आज हम लोग फिजिकल वोटिंग करते हैं, वेर ईवीएम मशीन्स एंड ऑल इज यूज, बट अगेन वी सिक्योर सच काइंड ऑफ थिंग। सपोज दैट इन फ्यूचर गवर्नमेंट डिसाइड टू गो फॉर ऑनलाइन वोटिंग, तो हाउ दिस कुड बी सिक्योर्ड फ्रॉम एनी काइंड ऑफ टेम्परिंग और एनी काइंड ऑफ फ्रॉड? तो वी कैन यूज ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी, राइट। देन इट कम्स हियर इन टर्म्स ऑफ real estate, let's say property, papers of the properties, documents, all could be in a database in a secured manner, right? The real estate here, that means here the property documents, that could be secured. Same way you can also say that in terms of revenue department, where the revenue department of the government, all the data, right, data could be secured there. Let's say public banking and the financial sector. In a financial sector, let's say for the bank, customer account, right? Today we have a passbook, bank account, everything, but it can be, again there is a possibility that if anybody want to do fraud, can be hacked bank database and can be done. Here it will be all connected with the blockchain technology, so it can provide that cyber security aspect to the customer's bank account and all this, and can prevent cyber fraud, financial documents and everything here. Then again you can say digital identity, let's say Aadhaar database, all the digital identity of citizens of India, again all this could be secured, name, right, address, date of birth, biometrics, everything could be secured. And for all the citizens who have got Aadhaar card, unique identification, that could all be done there. Any government database, all the government database, whether it is a central government ministry database, central government as well as state government databases, education department, health department, all such can be secured and they can all use blockchain technology. That is where the technology has got broad applications, right? You can think hundreds of examples. आप बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल्स हो सकते हैं, आपको केवल कोर कंसेप्ट समझना है। अगर कोर कंसेप्ट पता है कि क्या है, कैसे है, कैसे से, फिर उसको करेक्ट करना है वहाँ पर, तो जो उसके अकॉर्डिंग जो एप्लीकेशंस आता है तो आप उसका एग्जाम में सिलेक्शन कर सकते हैं, राइट, एंड यू कैन गेट गुड आंसर देयर आल्सो देयर, राइट, एग्जैक्ट आंसर देयर। रोबोटिक्स में मैंने बताया ह्यूमनॉइड रोबोट्स वगैरह है, वहाँ इसका एप्लीकेशन है। ऑटोमोबाइल्स में भी जितने पार्ट्स वगैरह सारा है वहाँ उसको हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं। तो मल्टीपल एप्लीकेशंस आर देयर, ठीक है। सो लेट्स सी, आई विल नाउ गो टू वन वेबसाइट ऑन ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी। आज आप गूगल सर्च करेंगे तो बहुत सारी जानकारी आपको ऑनलाइन मिल जाएगा। कुछ चीज़ें हैं जो मैं हाईलाइट कर रहा हूँ, जैसे कि ये चीज़ है AWS अमेजोन का जो होता है, तो वहाँ ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में जानकारी है। इज एडवांस डेटाबेस, राइट, यू नो अमेजोन डेटाबेस, AWS जो है अलाउ ट्रांसपेरेंट इन्फॉर्मेशन, एनीबडी कैन यूज इट, एक्सेस इट, शेयरिंग द बिजनेस डॉक्यूमेंट, blockchain database stores data in blocks that are linked together in a chain. Very clearly given, highlighted here. The data is chronologically consistent because you cannot delete or modify the chain without consensus from the network. जो बात मैंने आपको समझाया, कंसेंसस के बिना उस नेटवर्क में उसको ना तो हम डिलीट कर सकते हैं ऐसे डेटा को जो क्रोनोलॉजिकली अरेंज्ड है, ना तो हम उसको कोई मॉडिफाई कर सकते हैं, ना ऐड कर सकते हैं, है ना, ये चीज़ वहाँ पर है. देन एज अ रिजल्ट यू कैन यूज ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी टू क्रिएट अ अनअल्टरेबल और इम्यूटेबल लेजर. इसको लेजर बोलते हैं, खाता. लेजर फॉर ट्रैकिंग ऑर्डर्स, पेमेंट्स, अकाउंट्स, other transaction, any kind of transaction can be tracked. The system has been built in mechanism to prevent unauthorized transaction entries. Nobody can make unauthorized transaction entries. So it can minimize corruption, consistency in the shared view of this transaction. तो ये चीज़ें, why is blockchain technology important? That is again, you know, any kind of financial fraud, any kind of government-based, beneficiary or any kind of corruption. All this can be minimized or made zero by using blockchain technology. So that is what comes here, right? To prevent potential legal issue, trusted third party has to supervise validate transaction, right? That could also be secured through blockchain technology here. So such issues वगैरह जो, how do different industry use? Now see here, energy industry application part है. किस तरह यूज हो सकता है एनर्जी इंडस्ट्री में कि ब्लॉकचेन बेस्ड एनर्जी कंपनीज कैन हैव क्रिएट ट्रेडिंग प्लेटफॉर्म, जो बिजली का ट्रेड होता है, सेल ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एंड ऑल, तो वो ट्रेडिंग प्लेटफॉर्म को सिक्योर किया जाता है. देन कमिंग टू क्राउड फंडिंग इनिशिएटिव जो होते हैं, कई बार आपने देखा होगा कोई इनिशिएटिव के लिए क्राउड फंडिंग होता है. इवन द क्राउड फंडिंग जो भी इनिशिएटिव है एंड ऑल द फंडिंग विच कम्स देयर, अगेन हाउ मच मनी विच वेयर नोबडी कैन पिलफरेज, मिसयूज, सो दैट कुड बी अगेन secured through blockchain technology, right? Financier, Singapore Exchange Limited, an investment holding company, right? That is using the blockchain technology. That is what is giving terrorism. Media entertainment, again Japan, they are using that. Again, piracy, right? Copyright violation, piracy. Again, that could be tracked. The retail, like a big bazaar or any kind of retail shop. Again, all the items, everything can be stored in the system with the blockchain technology. What are the feature of blockchain technology? Decentralization, जो मैंने क्लास में समझाया अभी. Decentralization refers to transferring control decision making. एक आदमी नहीं कंट्रोल करके पूरा कंसेंसस के द्वारा पूरा peer to peer नेटवर्क, a group of individuals control it. Decentralized है. Immutability है, चेंज नहीं किया जा सकता है. साइबर कंसेंसस में काम करता है. की कंपोनेंट्स क्या क्या है? डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड लेजर होता है. You have a system database where all the informations are stored. Then you have a smart contract. It works with the software smart contract here, right? Public key cryptography. Public cryptography secured feature है इसका कि people can see there, open and verify, but cannot make changes. That is what is done here. तो ये सारा है blockchain. Record transaction, everything comes into that, right? तो ये चीज़ जो है what I have explained here in the classroom there. So it can have multiple applications, right? Now I'll come to another very important technology, big data, right? Big data technology here. So big data, see today we are living in the world where we have huge amount of data. कुछ ऐसे डेटा होते हैं जो कि बहुत लार्ज साइज का होता है, जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल जीनोम प्रोजेक्ट. व्हेन वी डू डीएनए सीक्वेंसिंग ऑफ एनी ऑर्गेनिज्म, ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ डेटा इज देयर. आई विल गिव यू अनदर एग्जांपल, आधार कार्ड. इफ यू टेक वन पर्सन आधार कार्ड, यू हैव आधार कार्ड नंबर, यू हैव अ नेम, देन एड्रेस, डेट ऑफ बर्थ, बायोमेट्रिक्स. फॉर वन पर्सन's आधार there's so much of data. Imagine millions of people's Aadhaar card. How much data will be there? Voters information. So there are a lot of things where data is huge. और जब ऐसे डेटा को हमें एनालाइज करना होता है, जहाँ हम नॉर्मल कंप्यूटर में या इवन सुपर कंप्यूटर वगैरह भी हम यूज़ करते हैं, जहाँ हमें एनालाइज करना होता है, हमें उससे कुछ रिजल्ट आउटकम चाहिए, कुछ हमें पैटर्न समझना है, तो उसमें टाइम लगता है. इट टेक्स टाइम. सॉफ्टवेयर हेल्प करता है हमें कुछ कुछ डाटा को एक्सट्रैक्ट करने में. अब बिग डेटा क्या है? व्हाट इज बिग डेटा? सच लार्ज डेटा सेट और वॉल्यूम ऑफ डेटा कैन बी एनालाइज्ड बाय द सॉफ्टवेयर fast, and can give us a good insight into the data, understanding the pattern of the data. We can get outcome of the data which we can use for some kind of applications. That big data can make it easier. तो अगर देखा जाए बिग डेटा जो है, पहला है इसमें जो है मैथमेटिक्स, एडवांस मैथमेटिक्स और स्टैटिस्टिक्स, सैम्पलिंग एंड ऑल जो होता है उसका एप्लीकेशन है. Where the data, random data, sometimes arranged data, है ना, वो सारी चीज़ों के लिए मैथमेटिक्स चाहिए, एडवांस मैथमेटिक्स चाहिए. At the same time, sampling and all this proper arrangement, we require statistics. So first, very important component of big data comes advanced mathematics and statistics. Second, what comes here? Second thing comes here, software, algorithm, advanced software which can peep into the data, arrange the data, understand the data, get result out of data. That's where it requires programming, advanced programming, right? It requires here advanced programming. तो बिग डेटा में काम करने वाले प्रोग्रामर्स होंगे जो ऐसे प्रोग्राम्स को लिखेंगे. They write those programs there. And the third aspect here, that is the in terms of database. Database analytics and management. ये डेटा को कहीं ना कहीं तो स्टोर करना होगा. Storage, curation, right, filtering, analysis. Again, whatever we get for analysis, again the storage. They require database management and analysis. That is another domain, computer science and engineering. Now with the advancement of IoT, Internet of Things, and with the coming of automation, robotics, right, and again new paradigm which is evolving, AI, artificial intelligence, big data is going to transform human lives. We'll see certain examples there that will make you even understand how it can help us. So three areas are there: advanced mathematics and statistics, advanced software algorithm programming, and third, database management and analysis. That is what the big data is looking into that. Now big data focus on 6 V's. Six V's are there. First is the size of the data, volume, large data set which the big data has to analyze and the great result. So here large data set, second V comes here, that is a variety. Right, variety of data coming from different sources, sometimes raw data, sometimes structured, semi-structured or unstructured. So here let's say unstructured data, random data, or it could be semi-structured, some randomness, other arranged, and third could be completely structured data. Let's say for example, when we are doing sequencing of data, it could be semi-structured. Some data will be structured, other may be unstructured. Population census is a structured data. Aadhaar database is structured data. But when you take a questionnaire and you go and ask number of people there, so then that may be structured, but the response what you get of all the questions by each and every individual in a pool of people, that may generate random data, raw data. So it can be mix of both structured and unstructured. Then comes here in terms of velocity. What is velocity? Speed at which data is generated. Like sometimes research in the lab, the continuous research may develop continuous data, like space science and astronomy, right? Lunar probe or planetary probe, orbiter or rover, any or the instrument which analyze the data. All those data will be continuously analyzed and then feed into the system there. So that the way, the speed at which such data is being generated, to handle such data, to analyze the data, we require velocity, fast computer database and the software. Then next what comes here in terms of value. The data which is analyzed by big data analytics, how valuable they are. That means those data what we are getting and those what we are analyzing, how it can help in governance, how it can help in sports performance or in manufacturing performance, yield. So any kind of such a valuable, so that means valuable outcome generated from data, from such data, that requires a value, right? Then comes here variability, or I'll use the word veracity. Whatever data we are getting and we are analyzing through such advanced software and using big data, are they trustworthy? Whatever result we are getting, can we rely on the result? So that is here reliability. Reliability on accuracy as well as trust on data. Whether we are getting perfect data, or is that whatever the result we are getting, they're really wrong result, going to take us to headway to somewhere wrong direction. Maybe research studies of astronomy, defense, energy, or meteorology, or any kind of thing there. So how much we can trust the data, whatever result we are getting, how much it's trustworthy. That's what called veracity. And then how useful this data can be used in different context. That's called variability. Whatever the result we are getting, that variability part of it. What is variability here? Variability here means how the data can be used in different manners. Let's say the data analysis and whatever we are getting, how well we can use such data for any kind of purpose which we are looking for any kind of context, circumstance. There is variability, the pattern what we get. And last data set I have given here, it could be, I have mentioned that it could be Aadhaar database, or it could be genome data, or it could be any kind of analysis of proteome data, or it could be astronomical exploration data, or it could be any kind of population studies and the part of data, census data, or even we can have environmental census, tiger census, or any kind of elephant census, all such data. Wherever the data size is bigger, there we can use this kind of approach, right? And I told you that it uses mathematics, advanced software, then computer science in terms of getting this 6 V's, what I have explained right now. So if you look at the application part, there could be hundreds of applications of big data. Right? There could be hundreds of applications of big data. What I've written here. So let's look at here how big data can help applications part. So few important applications I am now mentioning here. Like for example, first it can be used in terms of analysis of performance of athletes and sports person. Let's say India has to get number of medals. All the vital parameters of the sports person, cricket or football or hockey or badminton or whatever. Big data will be able to analyze that and give us the idea where it requires change or performance enhancement, training purpose, right? Very good. Then again here, management of product inventory, commercial domain, whatever the inventories are there, and manufacturing units, how much production has to be there, manufacturing units production, depending upon demand and supply, how much we have to do the production. Again, the big data can help us understand in terms of seasonal or month wise, annual, we can get all understanding part. That could be done through big data there. Then understanding consumer in e-commerce platform, understanding the behavior, understanding the choices, understanding the likes, dislikes, interest of consumers. The company, e-commerce company, accordingly can target the customers. The big data can be used. Then again, analysis of data of government to find out beneficiaries for any socio-economic program there. Beneficiaries of socio-economic programs there. Let's say central government of India want to have a government program for, let's say, elderly people. So how many people are there in a given block or district or village or urban area? We can find out based on the age. If we are looking for more than 70 years. So from Aadhaar database and based on big data, we can get the entire result. And then accordingly the targeted beneficiary can be provided the benefits. So again, that big data can help us doing it fast. Niti Aayog has already prepared roadmap for the implementation of big data in the country. Right? Not only this one, big data can also be of great help in terms of research. Research studies in, let's say, biotechnology. I mentioned that study of gene, genome, protein, proteome. Nowadays transcriptome is in the news. Total set of RNA which make the transcription, that could be there. Then space and astronomy. Whatever the data obtained from astronomy can be analyzed there. Space and astronomy. Any kind of a design, right, a defense weapon or equipment, that could be there. Energy. So various areas of materials like advanced materials, let's say nanomaterials, robotics. Again, we can use big data, right? So it can have multiple applications there. Right, scientists can use it. It can have multiple applications. Banking we can use. All the data which can be there, analyzed, could be understood. That can be used. Right. So that's what I can give you so many examples. Once you know what is big data, then you think in a broad way. That will really help you out from exam point of view. Right. Now let me go to the site which will give you more information, and I am going to IBM site, which has talked about big data, because the future market is going to be in the big data. So let us look into this. This is a site here. Big data analytics is the use of advanced analytic techniques against very large, diverse big data sets that include structured, semi-structured and unstructured data from different sources and different sizes from terabyte to zettabyte. This is how it is explained. What is big data exactly? It can be defined as data set whose size or type is beyond the ability of traditional database to understand or to capture, to manage, to process the data with a low latency. But this big data can do it faster and better way. Big data include high volume, high velocity and high variety. Source of data are becoming more and more complex. With traditional database, it is not possible. And with the AI, right, it will be more and more demand of big data. With IoT, Internet of Things. What is IoT? Where the devices with the sensors, embedded sensors, are connected to each other through internet, and the devices communicate with each other. Again, there are a lot of data which is generated and exchanged between the devices. So again, the big data is required there. So again, here, mobile devices, social media, Internet of Things, AI, data origin from sensor, devices, video, audio, network, log file, transactional application, web, social media, much of it generated in real time and very large scale. So again, the traditional database and the management will not be able to do it faster. Big data can do it. That's what comes here. So with big data analytics, ultimately it can be much faster in terms of decision making, and it can have good outcomes for businesses, economy, governance. All these important applications could be there. So that's what IBM has got this Apache Hadoop. Apache Hadoop is a big data system which IBM company has developed. Another IBM company developed Apache Spark, which is also into big data. Any scientist, any researcher, any businessman, government, all this can use this Apache system, right? That's what I've tried to make you understand. Now I am coming to third important area, 5G, wireless communication technology, 5G. Right? India has now rolled out 5G, and from 4G we are moved into 5G there, overhauling of the entire infrastructure, right? And that is going to have a lot of impacts on human lives. So let's understand 5G first, then I'll come to that part of it. So if you take here, next thing is the fifth generation of wireless communication technology. You all know it is digital form. 4G was based on LTE, but now it is more advanced in them terms. So here, first thing is this one, that 5G is a broad range kind of is a broad range spectrum. Normally when you talk up to 4G, it is just a narrow spectrum. Within that, all the operators, all the services are being given to consumers, to customers. But now here the three type of broad range is there. So it is divided into three parts: high range, then medium range of frequency, and then low range, where the different types of services can be offered to customers. So there are three frequency range, three spectrum ranges there. Low frequency range, high frequency, which will give high-end kind of services to customers, like I can give example, for example, Industry 4.0, where we require more and more higher speed, faster. Medium could be IoT and AI and all this. Low could be normal call low, like a normal call frequency call. We can use normal optimum frequency and making video call, chat and all this. IoT and AI and all this require higher frequency, and we require for more advanced kind of a sensor based system like IoT, cyber physical system, big data, we require more faster one. So we'll go for high frequency range. So here, this is where the thing comes here. Then another thing which is said that we'll have a low latency period. That means a gap between the messages will be in microseconds. That it will be very, very fast. Then low latency here means it will be fast. It offered to go for maximum speed up to 10 gigabit per second. Average will be the normal, 500 or 600 or 1 gigabit per second, but it can go maximum up to 10 gigabit per second. Now, another thing is that more subscribers, right? More subscribers base, right? Multiple users, multiple devices can be connected and used by using devices, users, systems will be supported through 5G. You have seen the towers. Now you have seen the 5G towers. Normal tower, mobile tower, you see the bigger one. But now you have a 5G towers installed everywhere. And now India is now using the 5G. Right? Worldwide already rolled. So more subscribers base could be there. Then it will support high-end application here. Support high-end applications such as, that, let's say IoT, Internet of Things, where devices are connected with sensor and can operate. Then not only this one, it can also support Industry 4.0. Then autonomous vehicle, driverless car, autonomous vehicles, which requires more faster kind of data processing and communication. Wireless communication will be required. Then it will also make it go very much in terms of augmented reality, AR system there, right, where we can superimpose on physical object through computer screen or the app or mobile app on the real world objects. So it's like Google Eye. You can have a spec which can guide you everything which will come to your eyes there, augmented, and on the background everything you can see there through this one. Then there's a virtual reality, Meta. What is virtual reality? Where we take the virtual type of headset and we are transposed into that world. Like very good example, metaverse. Facebook has come with metaverse. Here, video gaming, right? Video gaming, high-end gaming, metaverse. That means the virtual world. We transpose into that world and environment and can experience that environment. Then holographic vision, holographic display, or even holographic TV. That is three-dimensional, 3D. The light based can pop up, and we can see the 3D kind of a thing there. Right, holographic vision, hologram, the laser based system there, which there comes up and then people can interact and all this one. The holographic TV could be there. Today we are having live TV, live session, right, and all. Now holographic could be the next thing. All this could be done through the help of 5G. That will make it possible there. Advanced robotics, automation, all this can be supported through 5G application there. Now 5G is in the news for a long time, but UPSC has not asked questions. So coming prelims exam, one question could be 5G. So you have to prepare this topic thoroughly here, what I've written on the board here, right? So let's go to the a site here where we'll add certain more information. Let's look into that. So I am now going to the site here. So let's look into 5G. Everything you need to know from Qualcomm site. So here everything you need to know about 5G. So that is where it is given. What is 5G? First given here, what is 5G? Right? It's mentioned here, what is 5G here? So it's given that 5G low latency improves mobile phone experience, faster streaming of video, right? Uninterrupted video will be there, right? Then 5G is now here. Now you know that virtual reality, right? Video chatting, right? Playing a game in virtual reality, all this could be possible there. Then latency here is a gap time, transmission time for a packet of data which pass through the communication network. That could be minimized here. The latency before or after. 4G has a latency where you had sometime call drop and everything. Here will be extremely fast, right? Now another thing here, edge cloud computing, edge computing. What is edge computing? Where all the devices, all the data, all the things will be processed locally by the edge. Edge will be like mini server or mini cloud. All the IoT devices, everything will go to the edge device, will process there, and only the important data will go to the cloud. So then that will be again through the 5G could be made possible there. AI based devices can work very fast with wireless communication using 5G there. So this is part of it. Cloud based mobile network, edge computing. Now you can see that this is the tower. What is it? Then this is a new tower. A complete new overhaul of the digital infrastructure required for 5G implementation. In India, we have TRAI, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, which control all the spectrum pricing and allocation part. So here, that is, you can see mobile network with all the user VR, virtual reality, augmented reality, edge devices. These edge devices which can locally process all the data, all the information, and then go into the cloud. Ultra low latency in action today. Right, they're given here. So that's what comes here. Very fast, any kind of a device, right? So any automation kind of thing, robotics or industry 4.0 or machines which require fast data communication, that can be supported through 5G. That could be possible through the 5G here. So latency period will be very, very low here, right? That will be really low in the case of part of it. This is what comes here. Now if you see here further, the differences here, see first generation 1980s 1G was there, 2G, 3G. Now we were using 4th generation LTE, long term evolution. Now just evolved in that case, and now 5G it has come up there, right? I said that billions of dollars of economy will be through the 5G, right? $13.1 trillion of global economy output. It will create 22.8 million new jobs, has already been created through 5G there. Now this all what is happening here, 2035 will become the part of it, right? So the many applications which I have said, VR, AR, then all this will, which is today not compatible. IoT we can use, but multiple devices based on sensor and IoT, 4G will not be able to support. 5G is able to support that. So that part has been there. Vehicles here, critical infrastructure, medical part of it, all which will use IoT, again could be used there, right? Consumer can use there. How fast is there? 20 Gbps. I have said 10 Gbps, but even it promises in future that from 10 Gbps it can enhance to 20 Gbps. It can go to that speed here. That what you see here, that could be the part of it. Gigabit LTE, right? So now it is all available there, right? Only that you have to make changes with the operators of the SIM. Otherwise, once you request to the operator, you can get the 5G. It has already come to our human lives. So whether it's governance, education, health, right, industry, businesses, everywhere the wireless communication technology being used, space communication, defense like missile, rocket, everything, again we use that. So we are into now 5G. This is the world of 5G. So that's what I have said here. When you are reading current affairs and you are coming across any kind of such information, so please make sure that this could help in the examination there. All right. So I hope this is able to give you a kind of insight, and you will further read from other sources wherever you require such information. These are the topics, targeted topics where questions can be asked, right? So I've been covering new topics there, and this is the other topic which I've covered from ICT and part of computing part, right? So we'll meet in the next session with certain more topics there. Till then, keep on reading and get back to us whenever you feel about it. All right. Thank you everyone. Take care. Bye bye.